Pizza. 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 Oh. Pizza. Pizza.
All right, folks, welcome back to another pizza review from the ZaBills Podcast team. Hope everyone's enjoying their Thursday night, Friday morning. Hopefully what we review you will consider for your weekend catering options. Tonight, I have Dennis.
Hello.
Brendan.
Hello, hello.
And Sean.
I was there. Hi, Kyle. How you doing?
Good, man. How you doing?
Living the dream.
Yeah, I hear you. Tonight's pizzas, Great Lakes, was $25. If you're not familiar where that is Harlem and Indian Church Road. There's a weird little on-ramp, off-ramp kind of deal on Harlem when it crosses over Indian Church. And then Master Pizza is the other location. It was $22. William, east of Harlem on the north side of the road. Right, Dennis?
Sure.
You're the one that got them for us. I'm a trucker by trade. They call me the human Rand McNally.
There you go.
Can you explain?
I just can tell you, hey, listen, you got to go over there. You're going to look for this tree. It's called, the mailbox on the other side of the street is yellow.
You're that guy.
I am that guy that has those little markers all memorized.
Yeah, the kids at home definitely don't get the Rand McNally reference.
No, they don't. Kids, that is a road map. If you know what a map is, you know it's
These things we
what's
used
on
to carry
Google.
around in the cars when
Oh my God, I know.
couldn't get anywhere with
AAA
your phone.
triptych.
I still carry I have a map when I go like someplace other than Western New York.
Yeah.
I always carry a map for wherever we're going.
Smart. It's very smart.
Did you guys ever use the 17 pages of map? Right, it was MapQuest.
Yep, that's
MapQuest
right.
Oh, yeah.
Or Map Blast or whatever.
All
it was.
throughout dating, it
Yep.
was had to find this place. MapQuest it.
You say throughout dating?
Yeah.
Let's hear about this.
Not a whole lot. You got to take the lady once you get your license outside of the town of Tonawanda. It's not like we're just doing a pizza podcast or something like that. So we had to. We had to, I mean, and it's not until really you get your license you know where any place outside of your neighborhood is.
Yeah.
That's
So-
true because guess what? The kids are not paying attention where we drive when I drive them anywhere. They're always got their heads down their phones.
On their phone.
Not
So,
whatsoever.
Yeah. So, I mean, you don't pick these things up until you actually explore. And that was what it was. I mean, I would have to call for directions on how to get home from the Galleria Mall when I was younger.
Hey.
You know, like, which ramp do I take? That's how it goes. You MapQuest it all.
How old were you fellas before you had your own vehicle and not sharing your parents?
Oh.
19, I think. 19 sounds about right.
Okay.
Yeah, I would say about 19.
I was a junior and I had bought a car.
Yeah, that would put you at about 17.
Yep.
Yeah, I was a lucky boy too. I got one when it was Christmas.
Oh, did you have a big bow on it?
I
snow falling?
can't remember if there was a bow on it.
Let me ask you, how bullshit are those commercials on TV when they want you to get your wife a car for Christmas?
It's terrible.
And not a car, a Lexus.
Well, and I was going to say,
Yeah.
it wasn't a Christmas, commercial,
Oh.
Christmas commercial car.
Oh.
It was a good first car for a 16, 17-year-old.
Okay, let's say what we had first. Brendan, what'd you have first?
Mine was a 1995 Plymouth Acclaim.
No shit.
Oh yeah.
Convertible?
No. I don't know if you're thinking of the right car when you say that. It was.
Yeah, there's the Plymouth Acclaims. There was the Reliant K, which was even a shittier car.
Everybody said it was quite the grandpa car. It was maroon with maroon seats.
White hardtop?
No, all maroon.
All metal.
over.
All
Yeah,
metal. All right.
Yeah.
All right.
It was a beaut. I loved it.
It was a Butte, Clark. Don't go fall in love with that when I leave here next month.
And
For those kids that don't know, that's Christmas vacation. Okay, who's next?
Chevy Prism. I mean, I started on my parents' Astro van.
Chevy Prism.
Yeah,
Did you say your... Dude, I had an Astro
I
van.
had an Astro van growing up for like a decade. I've got photos of it. That's the nickname was the Shaggin' Wagon by the football team.
Dude, that's the same
Yep.
code that they used for mine.
I would take about 8-9 guys,
Same
not
here.
legal, and we would do Old Country Buffet or the
Swiss
Golden
Chalet?
Corral. Nope, we always hit buffets, and yeah, I was the carpool guy.
Was Timmy K in that group?
Timmy K was in that group.
Okay, so, man, we're more similar than I thought.
That's how it goes.
Despite the Bruins separating us.
I still have photos of me and my girlfriend at the time, now my current wife,
Who was before her?
No one.
Oh, wow.
Just love at first sight.
One and done.
One and done, baby.
All right.
One and done. Yeah,
Love
in
your
the
stuff.
extra van. I still actually have the key. I still actually I kept
so
one of the
for
keys.
those GM people in the 90s, you had two keys. One for the door, one for the ignition.
Yeah.
The round key was for the door, the
And the
square was for the...
Yep.
My dad always, back in the day, you could, what they call it, smart lease. You could get, he was getting S10 trucks or Blazers and the vans. He was getting them for like $79 a month.
Fantastic.
For like 2-3 years and then ditch them. I'm like, how is that so cheap? And now you get screwed.
Yeah.
But I don't think they do that anymore because the banks were getting their ass kicked.
Yeah.
But yeah, we had the vans, man. That thing would rip.
The vans were always fun to learn how to drive on too. Like my parents had a Ford, was it Windstar?
Aerostar. With that pointy nose.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we used to try to drive it to. Well, we drove it to Canada.
Yeah.
And got turned around one time because we had like 8 or 9 guys in the car, and one of the guys, of course, he was in a bar fight, broke a kid's nose. We had to get turned around, go back. We're looking forward to drinking legally in Canada, and had to drink illegally here.
So, what was your first car?
My first car was a Grand Prix, 1990 Grand Prix. So this was
Grand Prix 1990.
Yeah, so I mean, this was like 99-ish, I guess. I think it was maybe 98. So it wasn't like super old, but it was definitely, it had some miles on it for sure. And so it was definitely ridden wet and put away hard.
I think that's
if you
right.
want to say
that's what the kids said.
Yeah.
So it looked like one of these.
Wow.
Yeah, the top right.
Oh, that's okay. So funny story. So this is the car.
Similar. It didn't have the lights in the front like that.
Okay,
but similar to that.
So that car, does that remind you of Timmy K's car that we bounced?
Oh yeah, it does.
Or the one I stole and hit on him?
Vaguely. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, the white is different.
That was a night.
I remember my driver's side, the chair broke. And I'm much more Tim the Toolman than Bob Vila, so I didn't really fix it. I just got two 2x4s of wood, and I just like propped it up in the back seat. So instead of it being 4 seats, it was only 3.
I think I went 2 years without a rear view mirror. I learned how to drive without an actual rear view mirror.
Hey, you could be a trucker. Yeah. That's how I drive every day.
Yeah, we never fixed it. Never really dawned on me, and I was like, I got the 2 mirrors. I'm fine. I can turn around and look behind myself.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
That's funny.
Well before rear view mirror cameras, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Cameras.
How was that thing?
My first car was a 1988 Camaro.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I worked.
Cool kid.
Yeah, I worked. This is a true story. I worked Monday through Saturday, 7 to 5, in Saratoga Springs, where the horse track is. Worked for the guy who was the main feed and hay distributor for all the horse tracks and the races and all that shit. So it was grunt work.
You shovel shit?
I didn't shovel shit. What I did was we would unload tractor trailers of hay and straw at their building, and then we would load it up in delivery trucks and then go out and deliver it.
Yeah.
This was 1995. I was making minimum wage, $4.26, and I was getting time and a half.
The good old days.
Oh, my God. But I bucked my balls off that summer. I worked 50 hours a week, made enough money to buy that car off volunteer firemen in my neighborhood.
Nice.
Shout out Kevin Leonard, if you ever find this show. Yep. People would call it the heartbeat of America. That Camaro had this giant blue and red decal in the back window. It said the heartbeat of America. That was Chevy's slogan back in the day.
Yeah.
So it was cool. Yeah. And then I moved out here and traded it in. And I got I don't remember what the year was, but a Nissan Xterra. And the gas mileage sucked on it, and I traded it in for a regular cab stick shift Toyota Tacoma. Loved that truck. 4-wheel drive, manual crank windows.
That's the way to do it.
So
One of our hosts from last week he was the second and fifth owner of a car. That would be Sean B.
Oh, Sean B. Yeah,
He's
second
like,
and
I'm the
fifth.
second and fifth owner.
Yeah.
He bought it, sold it, and then 2 owners later got it back again.
Yeah, that's
Fell
funny.
in love.
Hey, yeah, my brother-in-law did that. Bought his dad's car many years later. Got rid of it. Anyways, okay. We way tangent. Maybe,
Hard right.
Maybe Corey didn't tune out. Maybe we'll text him on the check chain, tell him to tune in for the pizza first 10 minutes.
First 10.
Yeah, he had, Corey, if you're listening, he had this is how he learned how to drive stick. I think it was his car. I don't know if anyone taught me else. A 1980 something, close to that, 85-ish Daytona Turbo Z.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember I learned how to stick. I learned how to drive stick on a Dodge Dakota. It was like 1990-ish.
Dad's car?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I remember there was hills. I think that's the most he's ever yelled at me in my entire life. I was like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I have a colleague who is insisting on his kid drive stick, and I said, that's interesting.
That's a unique skill that kids are not going to have.
Yeah. It's kind of a lost art. And I go, what's the motive behind that? He goes, because they can't text and drive. And I'm like, genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah, good luck finding cars that you can still
Correct.
get manual shifter.
Correct.
Do you know how to drive one?
Absolutely not.
Brendan, do you?
I do not know how. No.
Oh.
My wife can.
That's all you need. You're good.
Yeah.
There you go, DD.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't done it in like 20-something years. I mean, it's been a while.
But it's like riding a bike.
Yeah.
You know.
Now, like the last like 3 cars I've had like those paddle shifters. Though, if you really feel like you want to, you can just kind of go in and out.
Click, click, click.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is debatably not the same.
No, definitely not. Definitely not. You need to use the feet.
Yep.
Okay, let's get back
Pizza,
on
Kyle,
track here.
pizza.
Yeah, sorry about that. So, Great Lakes, like I said, Harlem and Indian Church, $25. Was able to use the online ordering procedure. Not the greatest setup. It was a little tough for a guy who's got big old bear paws for hands. Dennis, how was pickup for there?
It was good, nice and easy, well located. So they're right by that weird turnaround that you were talking about.
Yep, the
they're
ramps.
located right near there, and it's really easy to get in and out of, and not busy at all. So it was nice.
Okay, and then the other location, like I said, was Master Pizza. That is east of Harlem on William on the north shore, the north side of the road. And that I had to call up. They don't have the online ordering option. How was pickup for there?
It was good. It was a little busier. I think that area is a little bit busier than most places, but it was pretty good for the most part.
Okay.
There's a big parking lot, so that's nice.
Okay. Well, why don't you kick us off and go first?
Sounds great. So I've had both these pizzas quite a few times. More so Great Lakes. The Great Lakes was definitely better overall, I thought. Had more of taste to it. The Master Pizza was good too, but it was a little too greasy for me. The sauce was way better on the Great Lakes, I felt like. The pepperoni, the cup and char pepperoni was good on both. It was plentiful, and it was nice and crispy too. The Great Lakes could have been cooked a little bit better. I guess we're getting kind of picky there. For me, Great Lakes was definitely the pizza to go with.
Okay. Brandon.
I enjoyed both pizzas. I had a tough time deciding which one I liked better. I definitely there were qualities of both that I liked. I thought that the Great Lakes had a better crust and kind of the bread overall. It's a little more fluffy, I guess you could say. I thought the other Masters was a little more dense, and so I kind of enjoyed that more. The Masters cheese was interesting. I didn't not like it. I didn't hate it. It was just different. It was different than most of the cheeses that we've had. And I know Kyle's going to mention it, but there was just kind of like a lack of sauce on the Masters that we were kind of looking for a little bit more. Otherwise, they're very close. I thought the pepperonis were close, but overall, I like the Great Lakes better. I just thought the better taste overall, better cheese, I think, and better cooked to me. So Great Lakes.
Okay.
Pizza.
Whoops, that is not what I wanted to do. Sorry about that.
Kyle,
What?
did your power go out again?
Geez, sounds like someone didn't pay the electric bill.
Well, it's probably that outlet that I tried to install for the arcade machine in our studio. But I'll tell you what, I definitely paid it because it's not like I'm spending money on pizzas.
Kyle, you better call Mike at MJB Electric at 716-465-5017.
You know what, Dennis? That is a fantastic idea.
I'm full of them.
All right, go Bills.
Go Bills.
Okay, Sean, you're up. Brendan liked the Great Lakes better.
So Great Lakes is up 2-0?
2-0.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're going to be the...
I'm going to be that backer.
What the heck is with this?
The Master.
I like Masters over Great Lakes.
Oh, dude, very good. Oh, there we go. Very good. Very good.
I'm not going to lie. You know what?
Now our episode's going to get
James Hetfield.
demonetized
It
because
might.
of copyrights.
Copyright. I only played 13
It
seconds.
doesn't matter. Metallica's going to sue us.
All right. You know what, Lars? As long as you take me to court and I can be there, I'll be fine with it. You know what? No. The pizzas were both great. We're blessed again. How many times we say this about Buffalo Pizza? The ingredients really didn't move the needle. The pepperonis on both pizzas were fantastic. Cheese, I couldn't really do a whole lot of differentiation with the cheese. What gave Masters that slight edge was that slightly sweet sauce.
Yep.
That, for me, put it over the top. That's why I am going to side with, hold it, and cut it.
Okay.
Guitar solo. He didn't sing anything. We're good. We just played guitar solo.
I hope they don't pull it.
If they flag it, let me know.
I mean, they pulled me for the Body Shop song in that Christmas
Yeah, but
episode.
that's lyrics. I just played guitar.
And that was almost the entire song. I think.
Masters, you get my vote.
Okay. So, compared to last week, these two pizzas I did think overall were better than last week's two. Does everyone agree, disagree?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So, opening the box, both pizzas, cup and char was beautiful, beautiful. Great Lakes had a ton of pepperoni, a lot of cheese. Did the cheese go over the crust or up, just about up to it? Maybe a little bit on top?
Up to it, for
was,
the most part.
It was cooked onto it.
Yeah.
That was definitely one thing I noticed.
A good buffalo slice. You know, $25 pizza. It was a good slice. To me, I disagree, I think, with what Brendan was saying. The crust could have been cooked a little bit more. I like the Masters. It had a little bit more crunch on it. There was, Dennis had mentioned, it was greasy. I don't know if they did the Dairy Queen thing and like turned the pizza upside down real quick and flipped it back to get dump the grease check.
I don't think they did.
Unless you drove erratically here.
Yeah.
So the Master Pizza I liked. It had a lot of cheese, and like last week, what pizza was it that had a ton of cheese that was greasy too? Whatever one it was, reminded me of that because it lacked a sauce. Like we all eat from the pyramid tip or whatever. We eat our way up to the crust. Like, I don't know if that's abnormal or not. I don't know how you eat your pizza. Write in and email us at ZaBillsPodcast@gmail.com.
Last week was Colosso Taco and Big Mac.
Yes. Do you remember which one exactly was the greasier one?
Big Mac.
Okay. So the only problem I had with that was that the lack of sauce in the middle of the pizza. You eat up towards the crust, then you finally get into that slightly sweeter sauce, which I did like. So I also am going to go with Masters. Are you going to play it again or no?
I was going to, yeah.
Is it gone? Okay. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, we've had so many pizzas. Uh-oh. We're definitely flagged now. Okay. Is he going to say it soon? Well, anyways. So, again, both really good pizzas. These were better pizzas than last week, so a couple dollars more. We're above the $20 cut, but...
Yeah, I was surprised about that. I thought that Great Lakes, because I've gotten that a lot for like family parties and stuff like that. It's usually
you have?
Yeah, I found it to be like better priced for the most part.
Yeah, it's $25.
So maybe we're getting some kind of like a bigger group deal type thing because it's usually like a party pizza type thing.
I mean, in Buffalo, I'm expecting to pay anywhere from $20 to $30.
Yeah.
You know, you get those 2 outliers, 3 outliers, the Imperials, the Bocce's that are $32, $37. Most everyone else is within range, and then we try to find that needle in the haystack of a sub $20 really good pizza. We've come across a couple in the last couple weeks. Last season definitely did not hit on the Brando, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, what else can you say about the pizza? I mean, that's it. It was cooked well. I mean, one could have been. I mean, like you said, Dennis, we're starting to fucking nitpick the stupidest things. Like, 2 more minutes in the oven, that thing would have been dialed. A little bit more sauce in the middle, dialed.
We're blessed to be surrounded by great pizza.
Absolutely.
That's a Tiny Tim moment right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I went and visited my parents one time in Columbus. The pizza down there sucks. It's like thin crust Domino's everywhere. So,
Yeah, it's big difference.
You got to resort to Mexican, my other love.
Oh, there you go.
Love the Mexicans. Anyways, okay. What's wrong? Did I say something?
No,
Am I
we're
going to
good.
have to edit that
No,
out?
you're good.
I
You're
just
good.
said I love the Mexicans.
Yeah,
Well, I do.
Well, that's great.
the food.
All right.
Well, and the people that make it.
Land the plane, Kyle. Land the plane.
Yeah, too many tequilas tonight. Too many spicy tequilas. All right, boys. Go Bills.
Go Bills.
Go Bills.